Today we will start a new book, Your Soul's Gift. So it is written by Robert Scwartz, and he is a past life regressionist and hypnosis. So he takes clients to life between lives and also past lives, and through that he will understand what kind of emotional as well as physical and all kind of diseases or why they are getting these traumas in this life. So all these reasons can be found out through past life regression, past life or life between life. So that's what about the author. So in this book, as I have mentioned in the WhatsApp group, like this book will give you a lot of case studies which he has done, and based on the case studies he understands like why we have certain kinds of traumas in life, what is the relation with the past life and why it has come into this lifetime to learn something, to learn lessons. So soul wants experience, okay, and to get the experience we are in the body, you know. So like that is the scenario. And the book is divided into around 15 to 16 chapters: healing, spiritual awakening, miscarriage, abortion, caregiving, pets, abusive relationship, sexuality, incest, poverty, adoption, suicide, rape, mental illness, and conclusion. So, based on each and every conditions, he has given the clients example, and through the past life regression, he will come to know who they were in the past life and what kind of trauma they had carried forward in this lifetime because they have not learned the lesson in the past life. So everything is based on the pre-birth planning. So before we take birth in this earth planet, with the spirit guides and souls guides, we sit together and make a blueprint kind of a thing. So you're going to be born in the earth. So who will be your father, who will be your parents, siblings, and they all come together, and those souls along with the spirit guides, they you know say, okay, I will be the parent and I will be the sibling, and the triggering factors who you get in your life in the earth is based on they have chosen, okay, I will keep on oppressing her or abusing her or him. I am acting in that fashion so that the other soul will learn the lesson of forgiveness or acceptance. So to learn the lesson, there are different for earth physical life, we can say they are negative element, but a negative characteristic, negative personality. But then they are the most friendlier person because for our soul evolution, they have already uh, say yes to play the role of villain during the pre-birth planning of preparing a blue script. Okay. So the main purpose is your soul needs the experience to grow higher. Okay. You become more loving version of yourself. So your soul plans your life before you are born. So pain has a purpose. So when we get a pain, we just go into the victim mode. Like we blame why me, why somebody else is responsible. Like that, we are in the victim mode. So in that victim mode, healing and purpose will not be realized. But when we shift from the victim mode, after accepting, okay, I have a pain problem, or I have a trauma in life, or I have a financial problem, or I have a relationship problem, or life threatening, whatever is there, it has some reason, and it is for my own growth. There is some lessons to be learned, and I have to sail through this experience. Okay. So when we say accept anything which is life throw, they say no, when life throws lemonade to you, you make a lemonade. So it is something like that. When you take everything in life in that spirit, you become creator. You shift from victim to the creator. And healing happens through understanding. So that is all about. The first step in the healing is, that's what I said, when the perspective changes from victim mode to the creator mode. That's when the healing starts. When you don't accept, okay, pain is there, or my trauma is there, or financial, you don't accept, you blame everyone, oh, my parents, they did not brought me like this, or you blame your spouse, or blame your office, or whatever. When you start blaming, then it doesn't go into the next step, of healing. It remains stuck there, and the pattern will repeat in your life again and again unless you learn the lesson. Okay. And that shift will not resolve your pain, but then it will give you energy to step forward to healing. Okay. So emotional wounds, when we come across like rejection, loss, or trauma, that is why to learn the lessons of compassion, strength, and forgiveness. And then when we understand that suffering has a deep purpose, we have to look inside ourselves where we are going wrong, the pattern, then we transform. And forgiveness is central to all healing. And you are supported by spiritually, by spirit guide, your soul intuition, everything will support you. You will meet some people, accidentally. They will help you. You don't know them, but all of a sudden they appear. So these are the symbols of, spirit or God or whatever name it, higher power. And healing happens when you accept your experience, look for a meaning in it, and choose growth over resentment. You have to practice forgiveness. When this happens, healing starts. So there was one case, like one girl, she was born deaf, dumb, completely deaf, and she was, facing difficulty, as you know, a deaf person in this earth planet, how she has been suffering. Then she has gone through past life regression, so through the author, and came to know that in the past life they have been in the, I think, war zone area. So she used to hear all these bombs and these. So she doesn't want to hear only, all the sounds. And on top of it, her mother was shot dead with a gun. So all these noises, she doesn't want to hear at all. So next, she always used to say, "Any life is there. I don't want to hear such sound. I want to be in a different role." When in the next incarnation, she sits with the spirit guide and all, so she has decided to take the role of deaf. So likewise, she had come in this lifetime with the role of deaf, to not to experience all those sound and killing and gun and bullet. Then another case comes when special need childs are born to parents. So they have already planned that I will be born like this, so that mother and father will be taking care, at most, taking care of them throughout the life, because this is a special child. The soul wants to take the experience of serving that child soul. On the other time, on the contrary, parents' soul wants to experience of giving and caring. So when they take another lifetime, they will switch you know the role. Mother can take the role next time as a child, and mother father can take one of the possibilities, so that the soul experience now this lifetime, the child soul experience of serving and taking care, and mother was doing giving and taking care. So they switch the role. Now mother will be born in the next lifetime as a child, and the mother who is in this lifetime will change into child. That kind, they switch their role to have that experience. Or they can invite other also as a sibling, or as a distant extended relative, to have that role. It all depends upon the soul planning with the spirit guide, how it goes. That's about few cases, chapter of healing. We'll see next tomorrow. Ask anything. Want to share anything? You can unmute yourself.
I just want to ask, like, the two souls, going through the sufferings, and like it is pre-planned before. But what is the output? Like acceptance, you are telling, but
Mm.
the throughout that the process, they are, going through each other's pain.
Yes, yes, yes.
So that's a very difficult part.
Yeah, that's what it's like, a chain reaction. One has to, either of the party has to understand, step back. We say, when there is an argument, one has to remain silent. If both shout and scream, there is no end to it. So when you are in silence, that's the time you break that energy of, furious energy and anger energy, and you can step back and reflect upon it, and you will understand. So it doesn't happen actually. There will be a certain lower or acceptance energy in some places, most of the places. Otherwise, it will be so furious, like then Iran, this war kind of a thing
Mhm.
will happen. So there will be some percentage of, degree of less furious and more of acceptance in one of the people. So then, yes, slowly. So to get that awareness also, you have to come to such kind, meditation and these things. Then the effect, the awareness will come. When these situations are faced, you will get the awareness that it is not person actually. It is life. Shakespeare also says, no, life is like a drama. We are all here to play certain role. So when we just step back as a witness that Rashmi as a personality is going through this phase, and I as a soul is just witnessing it. Yes, I have to go through this experience and sail through instead of sitting and victim mode. So when you step back and see, okay, there is a purpose. I have to learn to let go, or I have to learn to forgive, or I have to learn to accept everyone without any judgment, however they are not clean, or they are not supporting, or they are not loving, they are very, whatever it is, we have to accept without judgment. And then slowly it is a peace for ourselves. Let the other party do whatever they want. They may not be clean, they may not be organized, they may not be helping, whatever it is. But then it may irritate at the beginning stage, but slowly, slowly, then acceptance comes. Okay, you do, and you draw a boundary. How much you will help, or how much you will do it within the satisfaction of your, personality, your soul. That much you can do, and draw a boundary. Okay, this is my boundary. Beyond that, I will not. Setting the
Mm.
boundary, acceptance, these are all small, small things, but with practice. And now this
So
client has
all the
gone,
time,
yeah, to past
like
life
keeping the
witness.
silence, you mean that is the thing to
Yes,
how to
yes,
handle the situation?
yeah, 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 yeah. Silence will reduce the energy, and automatically the other person would realize, okay, I have done a mistake and I have to apologize. Maybe not in one incidents or two incidents, but eventually, yes, in the life. Sometimes ego will play a role of not saying sorry, apologization, but through their act or through their gesture, you will understand, yes. Because it's all energy actually, frequency, like physics, quantum physics, like
Mm.
gravitational force is there, and water flows from higher to lower, like that. When you keep silence, you're breaking the pattern of the energy, and that's what, and then slowly it settles down. There's one
Mm.
story, like a child, when small parent, she did not wake up early on time, so she missed the bus. Then father scolded, mother scolded, and the child goes in that pattern to the school again. There in the school, teacher scolded. So likewise, the whole chain reaction happens here. Parents will be going to the office, and there is a anger with the boss, shouting, because they are carrying the whole energy from the beginning. The morning sets the tone for the whole day. So then it continued, and that's a cycle. So someone has to break. Okay, mother says, no, it's okay, it's all right. Sometimes she is punctual, but once in a while. she was late. So someone has to break that chain, you know. Otherwise, it will continue like a dominoes effect. But to have that willpower to stop and be in silent, you need energy. So energy will come through these practices only, meditation and awareness. Otherwise, like a autopilot, we will be in that mode only. It will go.
Mm.
That's the
Thank you. Thank
thank
you. Dev.
you. Thank you. Good night and take care.
Good night. Yeah. You too. Bye.